This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney+.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
Gary the Snake.
And your last name?
The Snake.
Dream Team. New habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home. Zootopia 2, now available on Disney+, rated PG. And right now you can get Disney+ and Hulu for just $4.99 a month for 3 months with a special limited time offer. Ends March 24th. After 3 months, plan auto-renews at $12.99 a month. Terms apply.
This is the TJ Show, and look at that. It's Monday, March 23rd, 2026. Hello, J-Bo.
Good day.
Hello, Kenny.
Hey now.
Hi, Heather. Good to see you.
Hey.
I was in... What was the laugh?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Are you uncomfortable?
I'm always.
Always just a little bit uncomfortable.
Never not.
Well, get settled. We are so happy to be here on your radio. I had the pleasure of being in Nashville over the weekend. What a wonderful time it was. I love going to Tennessee. And, I got so many messages from friends saying, careful about the airport. Careful, the TSA workers, this and that. And I was expecting the worst case scenario. I show up. I've never gotten through TSA so fast in my life.
That should be concerning to you.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'll take it. I show up. There's no one in line on the way to Nashville or the way from Nashville. I was looking around going, am I missing something here? Because that was a breeze. So
Did you have midday flights, night flights, morning flights?
Midday flights.
Yeah, I think a lot of the chaos is in the morning.
Yeah, it's like the news doesn't match up to my experience. It was very exciting. Then I get to the little counter and I have so much time to spare that I'm looking around and I realize, oh my goodness, I have to pay to get my luggage on this flight. And I was like, I thought that was all inclusive on the ticket. So an extra $89 later, right. I'm paying more to fly places than I've ever paid in my life. And it's because they break it up in so many different ways. But anyway, I get on the plane and I'm there with my wife, Jess. She traveled with me. And about 20 minutes in, she puts her head on my shoulder. And I go, yo, did you pay for that? Was that a part of your ticket? Because it's very uncomfortable. I shouldn't have to sit there still with her head sleeping on me. So I gave her a little nudge, a gentle nudge. And she realized she had to sleep on the other side next to a dude who also fell asleep. My wife slept with another man.
Well, that was your fault because you didn't give her what she needed.
Well, they didn't touch, but they were sleeping side by side.
You literally pushed her to another man.
Well,
literally, your fault.
This guy, he was an impressive sleeper. He passed out with earbuds in his ears, and he was watching Avatar. I think it was Avatar 3. And I've realized I've watched more movies on planes, and I don't know what's happening, but this guy had subtitles on. There was a very cool part. Maybe you can explain this to me. Did you guys see Avatar 3?
I have not.
Okay, so the blue dude plugs his tail into, I think, a whale.
Yeah.
And it's like they become one entity.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. He had all the powers of this big whale, and then he was going through the water, but he couldn't ride it properly.
Yeah, that was Avatar 2.
I was going to say,
two.
yeah, that sounds like a 2. I didn't see 3, but I remember that from 2.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I would love to plug into an animal. Imagine we had tails and I could I get into a fight in the parking lot at the mall, and then I plug into my local elephant, and we come back and we're like, yo, I'm going to trample your car. It would be so cool.
That's a big plot of the Avatar movies. There's also flying dragons that you could plug into.
You should have told me that.
Whales.
If you would have told me that, I would have watched the movies.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, I thought
You're not
that
a
was
movie watcher.
It was very cool. I was surprised that the longest line I had to wait in at the airport was I was waiting for my coffee at my favorite airport coffee shop.
I'm happy that worked out for you. That's not everybody's story, so that's good that you experienced it pretty well.
Very grateful. And I'm standing there, and I'm like, wow, this is a long line, but it's coffee. It's worth it. And there's a guy who's standing in front of both me and my wife, Jess. He turns around and he strikes up a conversation. I'm like, well, this is a very friendly fellow. We get to the cashier, and I'm behind him, and I'm ready to order my coffee, which is like quadruple the price of normal coffee. Mm-hmm. And I've got big water bottles.
Everything costs more at the airport.
Yep. And so we're talking like a $25 bill. He turns to me and he goes, hey, I'm going to buy that for you. Put it on the counter. So I put it on the counter. He buys our whole order.
Wow.
So nice. And I thought, wow, what a nice guy. What would drive someone to do that? And so I interviewed him. I asked if he would come on the show.
Awesome.
And here we go. Okay, I am standing here with a man named James.
James, yes, that's me. Do you need
So-
my last name as well? Or?
No. I'm blown away by something that you just did. It's something that I feel very passionate about.
Okay.
So we were in line. I was waiting to get coffee at the airport, and you were in front of me. It was a really long line, and you struck up a conversation with me, a random stranger.
Oh, absolutely. So low-key, as I said before, sometimes I just don't do well with awkward silences. But at the same time, I don't like not being in the moment. So I like talking to people, whether I'm in a line or just walking by or stuff like that, because we're not meant to just be completely like in technology for me. So
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised that you struck up a conversation because that almost never happens. Everyone is buried in their phones. And then we started talking. We talked for what, 15 minutes?
feel like it. Yeah, very cool and very meaningful stuff too.
Yeah, you were showing me pictures of your kids.
Yeah, I'm a shameless dad. I'm okay with that.
No, I know. But then we get to the front counter and we're getting ready to order, and you pay for our order.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? This is unbelievable.
Yeah, sounds like it. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
So what made you want to like buy our coffee and everything that? And then I was like holding on to my water, and you said no, throw that in too.
Yeah, would have got the food too. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean we hid the fact that we were going to order food. We're like, how much are we going to take from this guy? And he's like, if you would have told me it was food, I would have bought that too. I was like,
Absolutely. Reason why is because acts of kindness aren't demonstrated as much as they used to be. So you have a connection with someone, you have a vibe with someone. We very much parallel each other in a lot of ways, which I think is fantastic. And just the fact that you gave me some of your time, that was worth the exchange of coffee and just having the conversation with you.
well, we feel so blessed by our interaction. So thank you for that.
Oh, no, thank you. One thing I live by is, God is good, God's amazing. And literally, I know if I were in the same position, I would appreciate it just as much.
Thank you for that. And I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And I'm going to think about you with every sip.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Don't threaten me with a good time.
There he is. That's James. And that's what I did. With every sip, I thought, James.
And because it was free, it tastes so much better, right?
Oh, sure.
You say it all the time. Free is for?
Free is for me.
For me. And I thank you once again, James, for my free coffee and water. And I should have threw the food in there too. Yes.
Did you compensate him at all for the interview?
Nope. I took and took and took from
What a
him.
great guy.
Taking.
This is the TJ Show. There are good people out there. Last week we were reading that AKC top 5 dog breeds list.
Right.
Okay, so Kathleen, Lakewood, New York, you're upset that a dog, the one that you have, once again has not made the list. Tell me about it.
Yep, boxer.
Boxer.
I was growing up with a boxer because my brother was very allergic to dog hair, but my mother wanted a dog, so they don't shed.
Well, that's
Which is always nice.
that's a plus,
Yeah,
for sure,
makes
yeah.
cleaning quite easy.
We had a couple other ones since we've been here, and one, my Casey, she's the one who somebody broke into my house and whipped the window up and everything. I don't know how they did that. She ripped his arm and he had blood, and we had a police officer, and I told him he was trying to say that it was my dog ripped on him like he was in my house and this is what happened. And I said, yeah, that's why my window has blood all over it.
You had him come in through the window.
No, I didn't. He
No, I know,
came
I'm
in
saying.
through the window.
I'm saying, so the cop was like, are you sure he wasn't just hanging out? Well,
Right.
who just hangs out by breaking your window to enter?
Yeah, really, yeah.
The world is like a comedy show, isn't it? Like you're getting questioned by the police.
I don't know.
So your friend came over through the broken window, right?
Well, he wasn't my friend. It was somebody that I rejected, and they didn't like rejection.
Oh, it was somebody you dumped?
Well, it was a long time ago, and somebody that I rejected. Yep.
Wow, and they came in through your window. That's terrifying.
That's scary.
Oh yeah. Well, I did. Yeah, and my daughter was sleeping in that room.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
she was.
Thank goodness for these dogs. I don't know how they calculate who's a jerk and who isn't. But
Oh, I know. They're so smart. They can sense that. They can smell stuff.
yeah, they've got something that we don't, and they're very perceptive.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I have dogs, because you look up what's the best security.
Oh yeah.
And all these security things, they're great and all, but there's nothing like a big
People
animal.
always know the way to get. Yep, they always know how to get around them. The computer things, the how to get around your window things, and because I know somebody that happened to.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well, it's like, who do you want to fight if you're a criminal? What are you going to win against? The MacBook Pro or a boxer. I mean, you're going to...
Yeah, or any kind of big dog, because I have a neighbor up the street that has German Shepherds, and there's one that has a Doberman.
Yeah, that's cool. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Kathleen, thanks for talking dogs. This is fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll probably call you again when I hear you guys on the phone. Thanks for talking back. I love talking to you guys.
Oh,
well, thanks for calling us.
We love talking to you, Kathleen. You're so kind.
Oh, you guys are wonderful. I love your show.
Send us a picture of your boxer, and we can maybe frame it and put it up in our studio. Just think about it. What's your dog's name again?
Oh, this one's Sophie.
Sophie, yeah. Wouldn't you guys want to see a picture of Sophie on her wall every day? Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah, I know. I told my husband I have to get a good picture of her and send it. Yeah.
You have a great day, okay?
Okay, you too.
Bye,
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
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 This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
Walmart is reportedly rolling out digital shelf price tags across their more than 5,000 stores in the United States.
All right, so explain exactly what this is.
Well, this will allow Walmart to change prices in real time without changing physical labels. They've also filed 2 patents using machine learning for pricing, one that automatically updates prices and one that recommends prices based on demand.
Which means those prices will most likely go up based on demand.
That's the concern, yeah.
Well,
for sure.
let me give them the benefit of the doubt, because I like to give people
You're funny.
and entities the benefit of the doubt. No, one of the big problems in grocery stores is that food will expire and they can't get it off their shelves quick enough. So they wind up taking a loss on that food. If hypothetically,
You
let's
mean
say
that they claim on their taxes?
they do claim it on their
That then
taxes.
they get back as a benefit?
But they'd rather...
So is it really a loss?
Well, they'd rather sell it. Like, I'll give you an example. Mango fruit cups, right? They're kind of gross when you look at them. You're like, I don't really want that. I'm not in the mood for it. But if the price is right and they can move them fast, that could happen with a click. So I guess it's not all bad if that's how they're using it, but who knows? That's just me giving the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll bring up what this article is stating. Now, surge pricing is the concern for many people who saw this story. Walmart says that's not what they're planning to do. They do not use surge pricing. They say the tech is meant to optimize markdowns or lower prices and assist humans, not replace them.
Well, let's see them walk the walk.
That's what they said with their self-checkout. When you go to Walmart, how many people are actually at registers?
Generally not a lot.
Exactly. How long are the lines? Because of that.
Sometimes, yeah, they're pretty long.
How has that benefited the consumer?
But I'll tell you how. I saw someone I hadn't seen in a while, and we caught up in the line. It was wonderful.
Not a benefit.
Now, TJ, they do bring up, at least briefly here, that some of this technology will help employees detect spoiled produce.
Okay, well, there you go.
That's what's being mentioned.
I could just see, like, the central command center. One click, apples, a new price. I mean, wouldn't you just wait for all the prices to go down then? Or see what's the lowest? I don't know.
We'll have to see how it works.
Kenny, what else do you have?
We're thinking of our friends in Hawaii right now experiencing the worst flooding in over 20 years due to intense, repeated, heavy rainfall storms.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we're seeing rapid flooding, rescues, widespread damage, more than 200 people rescued, thousands evacuated. Damage could exceed $1 billion. They're even keeping an eye on a dam in Oahu that may be near failure, and if that dam fails, the damage only multiplies exponentially.
Oh, man.
Well, hopefully that's not the story.
Yeah, so we're thinking of our friends in Hawaii.
Yes.
Oahu and Maui are seemingly the most affected places.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Archaeologists have discovered over 43,000 written documents from Egypt about 2,000 years ago.
Wow, what were they written on?
They were written on ostraca. They're broken pieces of pottery or limestone flakes. They were used back then as everyday scratch paper for ordinary civilians.
Oh, my goodness. That sounds like a like just to take a note. Got to get like a shard of a plate that broke or something?
Yeah.
That was their recycling.
We kind of had to etch it into stone, and that's what they were using to write things down. And they say the writings include receipts, tax lists, deliveries, school exercises, religious texts, and everyday notes. Basically, ancient to-do lists.
They're just boring stuff that we do today.
Yeah, so nothing's changed.
There's got to be
was so
something.
much cooler back in the day.
Got to be something in there that's interesting, right?
Well, it talks about how it gives you a rare look at daily life 2,000 years ago. It's not official or just religious records. This is how ordinary people track their chores, their finances, and tasks.
Man, there's so much mystery with Egypt. The more we learn, the less we know, it seems.
Well, apparently there isn't. It was the same as it is today.
Is
They're
it?
doing their taxes, their religion.
Well,
it's the same thing.
It seems like tax is pretty common throughout all of you. There was always somebody looking for a little something.
Apparently, this site, they've been digging there for 21 years, and they're still finding 50 to 100 fragments of this ostraka material per day. So perhaps there's still more to learn about what life was like in Egypt 2,000 plus years ago.
Can't wait. Kenny, what else do you have?
Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, was the big movie of the weekend, making $80.6 million domestically. Its worldwide total, $140.9 million.
Wow.
Clearly number one at the box office.
You saw it, right?
I did. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, from what we gather in the trailer, it seems like it's a human and an alien coming together. They each have problems on the individual planets.
Right. Yeah.
So my guess was that, we'd start to warm up to aliens even more. It seems like the alien movies now, much like the robot movies, are let's team up on something.
Well, in this particular case, both the alien and Ryan Gosling on Earth, the suns were dying. They needed to figure out why. And Ryan Gosling runs into this alien, Rocky, in the movie, and they work together to solve their planet's problems. Rocky is the best character. He is so cute. He is so likable.
They're getting him.
Well, the thing is, he's married. He's got kids on his home planet.
Right, you love him.
He's a talking rock. He's hard not to like.
Do you want to team up with an alien in your life?
If he's anything like Rocky, for sure. Of
course. Right.
Anybody could use a friend like Rocky.
But why? We've never seen aliens or met aliens in real life. Why do we assume they're bad?
Well, you haven't.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Exactly. Why are we assuming that these aliens are bad?
Not going to joke about
Aliens
that.
might be good and fun.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's like dogs are kind of different than us, and we get along with them, most of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kenny, what else do you have?
A possible meteorite crashed through a home in the Ponderosa Forest area of North Houston on Saturday night. They say the object tore through the roof and 2 floors, landing in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness. How fast does a meteorite go?
They reported this meteorite at 35,000 miles per hour.
Whew.
Yeesh.
If that's happening to me, I'm just glad it didn't hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it goes through the roof, through the floor, and then lands in the kitchen.
Right, in the first floor kitchen. It's a
imagine
2-story home.
Seeing this little black rock, what is that? So they don't know if it's a meteorite yet?
I guess they want to run some tests, but they're almost positive it is. According to NASA, they saw a meteor about 49 miles above the area, traveling at 35,000 miles per hour. It broke apart midair. It created a pressure wave that caused loud booms heard by residents across the Houston area. Many people reported hearing a low rumbling sound similar to thunder despite clear skies.
So this was in Texas. Didn't something like this happen in Ohio not that long ago?
Yeah, just last week.
So
So
two
are they
different...
related in any way?
Not that I know of. 2 separate meteor events. As far as we know, the one that landed in Ohio, we don't know if any fragments actually made landfall. But in this particular case, something that the meteorite was 3 feet wide, roughly 1 ton. It broke up. The rock that landed in this person's house is about the size of your hand.
That is kind of scary. You got fire raining from the sky.
Yeah, I wonder if this has just happened through all the ages, and now we just have so many trackers and so many cameras, we just know every detail.
Yeah,
sure.
Maybe we know too much. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Well, 2 rounds have been completed. Now just 16 teams remain in the men's basketball NCAA tournament. I can also report that not a single perfect bracket remains. So everybody is busted. They say it was the Tennessee upset over Virginia.
Are you referring to the men's basketball or
Men's
the women's?
basketball.
Okay.
So the Tennessee upset over Virginia was the 44th game. That was the last perfect bracket that was had. Now on the other side, J-Bo, we still have 8 games to be played today in the second round for the women's tournament. They say 255 perfect bracket remains as of last night on the women's side of things.
J-Bo, you hiding something? You got one of those?
No, I'm not hiding nothing.
All right. So they're going to be imperfect today, probably.
We'll see. 8 more games by the end of the day today. 255 brackets remain. Then, of course, we get to the Sweet 16s on both the men's and women's sides next weekend.
Excellent.
Nice.
Kenny, what else do you have?
We're learning about a Kentucky family that turned down a $26 million offer to sell part of their 1,200-acre farm for an AI data center.
How about that?
Good.
There's some hope.
Yeah, they said no way. The farm has been in the family for generations. The current owners, Ida and her daughter, Delcia, say they want to stay and hold and feed a nation. And they highlighted their farm's role in food production. As a matter of fact, their farm was known during the Great Depression as a great source of food for people in the area who couldn't afford to buy meals for themselves.
That's so good to hear because it's so easy to just take the big payday.
Yeah.
And you see it all the time.
And that is a lot of money. That could change your family's life.
Absolutely. I grew up around a farm. We used to go there all the time. And they had special apple cider and all these fancy donuts. And then you could get fresh produce. It is a mall now. And I get sad every time I go. Like the fanciest mall you can imagine. It's like expensive juice and $400 eyeglasses.
That's crazy.
They took the money and ran.
Sad.
Yeah, they say that they view their land as legacy and responsibility, not just property to sell. They plan to live out their life on the farm and pass it down to future generations.
Well, I hope future generations feel the same way then.
Yeah. I think that's important.
We shall see.
We don't want to give up our farmland. We need to eat.
Sure.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The NFL draft is coming to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in late April, and the city of Pittsburgh has made an announcement ahead of the draft. They're expecting a lot of commotion, a lot of tourists visiting the area. They've decided to go fully remote for all Pittsburgh public schools for April 22nd through the 24th.
Are you interested in going to the draft? Does that appeal to you guys?
Not to me.
Yeah, like what's the draw there? Is it just seeing famous players?
Yeah, it's for me, I'm a big NFL fan. I don't see the appeal. It's a lot of sitting around and waiting for something to happen.
It sounds like something you do, like if you work for the NFL, you have to go.
But I guess there's like an aspect of community, like you'll meet other fans of your favorite team, get together, hang out, and kind of be there as a part of the celebration. It is the first major event of the NFL season, and people are just excited that football is coming back in a couple of months.
And even the teams that are in the draft that are picking players aren't even at the draft. They're like in their location, in their conference room, and they just like call in, they say who they're going to pick.
True. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So glad no one asked me to go.
Some of the players who get drafted show up and they have their big moment where they hold the jersey and they put on the hat, but not even all the players go. Some of them are, just shot from their living room celebrating with their families.
Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
While we do spend plenty of time talking about AI and all the things that it might or might not do to humanity, one thing that I don't think we talk enough about, the zombie apocalypse, because that's also simultaneously happening. I would put what you're about to bring up in that category, J-Bo.
Okay.
You witnessed something.
I didn't think about it that way, but all right.
This is just as concerning, because as the robots take over, maybe they're connected. I don't know. You decide.
So I take quite a bit of like ride shares, from here and there. I sold my vehicle, so I'm relying on that and public transit. And I recently requested a ride share, and usually I have no problem. I don't even blame the driver for the situation, but I had noticed on the tracker that you can look at to see where the driver's going on the app.
In the app, you go and it like shows you where they are, where they're making turns.
So I had noticed on there that the map was telling the driver to literally go past where I was, go up 3 streets, go into a hospital parking lot, circle around, and then come back down to get me. And I thought, that is so strange. Like, why is it doing that?
Seems wrong.
So I try reaching out to the driver and tell them, like, hey, don't listen to the app, the GPS. Like, take this street, come get me. Unfortunately, the driver didn't see it. So I saw him on the map.
Loop around.
Just loop around. And, when you're tracking, you can tell when the car stops.
Mm-hmm.
So when he got to the hospital, he had sat there for a little bit probably thinking like, why am I over here?
Is he okay? Like you're ready to go to him.
Yes.
You'd catch
Does this app know that I don't? Why
Right.
do I need to be at a hospital?
I was going to go find him. So yeah, I just thought it was so odd. Like, and that's not the first time I saw that happen, but it was the first time I actually like noticed it.
Well, and also, if you're a rideshare driver, you almost certainly know the area. Usually you have some idea of where you're going. I mean, who knows for
Sometimes.
sure? And I'm there with you. Sadly, I can make the dumbest moves because my car tells me where to go. And sometimes I just got to shut it off. My wife caught me doing this the other day. She said, "Why are you on this right now? You know where you're going." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." I just get comfortable with it. I start to rely on the traffic updates. But then what starts to happen is you just do what it tells you to do, and it's taking you to dumb places. This just happened again. I don't learn. It tells me to make a move that I know is the wrong way to go. And so I go the way I know to go. I save 2 minutes off the drive. It's like, well, why is my app telling me to go this way and why am I following it?
Yeah.
So, no, it's a good warning. And did you ask the guy what happened?
I didn't ask him.
You didn't want to embarrass
I already
him.
knew. I was like, man, it's the app. It wasn't him. But he was definitely just following the wrong directions, unfortunately.
So, is it going to be AI that takes over? Is it going to be the zombies? Is it a combo of the two?
Did he get charged for an emergency room visit?
No.
I'll
have to
ask
pay
him
for that?
if I get him next time.
Hey, check your
No, I
bill
didn't.
for that.
No,
you never
I
know
didn't,
what they
thankfully.
sneak in with those hidden charges. Our friend Kenny here, so close, almost married, shopping for venues, right?
Yeah, we're pretty close to making a decision.
Well, Kenny has been getting to know his soon-to-be wife's family, and vice versa.
Yes.
Your fiance Allison is getting to know your family, and you notice something that I would say this is a good thing that your fiance reacts in this way. It seems like she's a keeper.
Yeah, she definitely is. So the last time we visited with my parents, we're all sitting in the living room, and my dad, I don't know why, but he just decides he wants to share the history of the different accounting firms that he's had working for his air conditioning company that he's owned for almost 40 years.
With her?
To the room.
Right?
And Allison is sitting there with a smile on her face, nodding her head. Meanwhile, my mom and myself, we zoned out.
Right.
Instantly. And he's like, well, first we started with Brian, but Brian, he retired. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, we got to go find a new guy.
You're out at this point.
I'm
And Mom
totally
is out
done.
at this
And
point. Okay.
Allison is hanging on every word. But I know she doesn't want to. I think
So-
she's just being polite.
Does he start looking towards her?
Yeah.
And then it becomes a conversation between the two of them.
He's like, she seems interested in this. I'm on a roll. Let's
Right.
keep on going. And then the second guy, your daughter, your soon-to-be daughter, he's referring to my sister.
Right.
Well, she had a crush on him, so that didn't quite work out. So then, but he actually helped us find a new accountant who we have now, and things are working out pretty great. And I mean, I'm telling you, this is like 10 minutes of the most boring conversation I've ever heard.
I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting to me. Wait, so your sister had a crush on your dad's accountant?
Yes.
Did anything happen
No.
there? Did they date?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I never went that far, but I think that's part of the reason why that guy left.
Did the conversation between your fiance Allison and your dad just come to a complete stop, or did you rescue her from that?
I was like, yeah, I was, Dad, can we talk about anything else? Because
What a
this
hero.
is so boring.
Well, why didn't your fiance ask questions?
I mean, she was, but I was like, oh man, I was like, God bless her. I mean, she's hanging in there.
And she
She's-
was only asking questions to be nice.
I think so. I mean, because nobody in their right mind would be interested in this
Well, I
conversation.
don't know. It depends who you ask. Accountants, they would be interested in that. Some numbers are interesting.
It's an air conditioning business in New Jersey that's had 3 accounting firms working for them, and why you got from one to the other was just so
Well,
boring.
I would say the fact that she endured that and was kind about it, that's a good sign, right?
I agree.
Allison's a keeper.
Yeah, she is.
That's pretty cool. We also at some point on the show have to get into, so I know you've been shopping for venues and you're close to deciding on one, right?
Yes.
So Kenny's throwing around the idea of being his own DJ
Yeah.
for the wedding. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that that's a great idea.
Well, I have, I think, a creative idea to save at least a little bit of money.
And it's involving you being your own DJ?
Right.
Okay.
Well, kind of like setting up an automated situation. Because, I mean, I have years of audio experience.
Okay, pause right there. Let's get into this in a few moments because I'd like to explore this a little more. Okay. Maybe you're onto something. It's coming up on the TJ Show.
This episode is brought to you by Cologuard. Do you know what's really scary? Not screening for colon cancer when you turn 45. The Cologuard test is non-invasive, requires no special prep or time off work, and ships right to your door. In just 3 simple steps, Cologuard takes the scare out of colon cancer screening. If you're 45 or older and at average risk, Ask your healthcare provider about the Cologuard test. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Learn more or request a prescription today at Cologuard.com/screen.
Have you ever stumbled across a K-pop performance clip and thought to yourself, "Oh, I'm curious, yeah"?
Or maybe you overheard a friend or family member talking about their bias and wanted to join in?
Are you already a K-pop stan and just looking for a space to connect with other fans? I just need some space and share your passion with them. Welcome to K-All, your one-stop magic shop that delves deep into the electrifying world of K-pop. I'm Angel, a seasoned BTS ARMY and a chronic lyric analyzer.
And I'm Lauren, a veteran Stray Kids stan who's always looking for new groups that collect like Pokemon. We've been friends for years and K-pop stans for even longer, and we're excited to have you join us down this K-pop rabbit hole.
Whether you're a super stan or just getting into the scene, we're here to bring you the latest news and releases, musical deep dives, as well as fun discussions examining the vibrant fan culture under a magnifying glass.
So if you like boy groups, girl groups, big groups, or small groups, there's something here for everyone.
K-All episodes release each Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, everywhere that you listen to podcasts, as well as on our YouTube channel, where you can sometimes find special content that we post on Thursdays. That's all for K-All. Talk to you later.
This is the TJ Show. Listen, obviously, we love Kenny, okay? He's wonderful. We're rooting for him to win in life. But sometimes you got to step in and shake a friend. Yes, Heather.
I love how every time we talk about Kenny, you have to preface it that way. You know, we love you, Kenny.
But it is true.
But...
Because we're about to trash you for the
No.
next 10
I
minutes.
could be wrong about this, okay? And maybe I need a second opinion. J-Bo, if you're willing, please share your insight on this. So Kenny's been shopping around for venues for his wedding, and you just sort of mentioned this in passing, but I wanted to explore what you mean by it. So you're thinking about DJing your own wedding.
Yes, but I wouldn't be there behind the DJ booth the whole entire time. I was just figuring, I have a lot of experience in the audio industry. I know how to edit. I could produce like a 4 to 5 hour playlist. And I also have experience as a professional public address announcer for Division I college sports. I could record my introductions of the bridal party and the groomsmen.
Yes.
You're talking about just for the introduction, your voice would be recorded, and then you'd walk into yourself.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing for the first time.
Hold on. Let me give you music here. Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce for the first time as husband and wife, Kenny and Allison.
I think you nailed it.
Then we come out, we're dancing, we're fist pumping.
Would you be a little embarrassed,
I
J-Bo?
thought the bride's name goes first.
Allison and Kenny!
Just shows you where his heart is.
Right,
No,
exactly.
I'm kidding. But if you were at the wedding, seriously, would you be a little embarrassed for him if it's his own voice introducing himself?
Is this a money thing, or is this just kind of like something you think would be kind of fun to do?
Do you need financial help with the wedding, Kenny?
Yes, I do think it would be fun. I don't necessarily think people would know it's me because I kind of put on a different voice when I do that kind of thing. Maybe you would. I mean, you guys would know. You're in the know.
I ask if it's a money thing because if it is, then I'm like, do what you got to do. But if it's not, then hire somebody so that you don't have to take on added responsibility at your wedding. Now, do I think that he should feel embarrassed? No, because people might not even notice it's him.
Is there anyone else in your family? Like, do you want me to do it?
No.
I mean, I would hate doing it, but I'll do it if you need me to.
I know. That would be worse. I think it's hilarious that you would be introducing yourself. Like, when, do you ever see a comedy special where the comedian will introduce themselves and you can hear it?
Yeah.
Right.
That to me is hilarious. I think this is great.
Okay, so it's an opportunity to be funny, get a laugh.
Yeah.
As far as automated music, I did the same thing for my wedding. I had an entire playlist. I just let it flow.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand that. It's just you announcing yourself, but maybe you're onto something. This could be a
brief
trend.
period of time. It's only for 20 seconds. It'll be fine.
Go for it, Kenny.
I'm very much considering doing that. And if it's not a recorded thing, maybe I have a wireless mic with me.
There you
and
go.
I'm just in the
Well, see,
background.
I like that.
That's even
That's better.
because you can walk out with the mic too, and people will know.
Yes.
Do a mic
that you
drop.
Oh, that'd be so good.
That'd be so
Okay,
good.
all right.
Yeah.
I can feel that. Yeah, see, this is good. We talked this out.
How
stay
does your
tuned.
fiance feel about this?
Well, I haven't discussed it. I'm discussing it with you guys
Oh
first.
my
Great.
gosh.
All right.
Good.
I found myself in a state of shock over the weekend. You remember last week we were talking about this trend that seems to be picking up? People are talking on speakerphone in public with no care of their surroundings.
Yep.
Just carrying on, having a conversation. The speakerphone is blaring. Sometimes they're blaring music, whatever it may be.
Right.
Well, I'm walking around the airport this weekend with my wife, Jess, and I see she's doing exactly that with no care of anyone around her, full blast, because the kids were calling her to share some big news with her. And I'm like, I can't believe this is my wife. I had to pull out my phone and start recording it just to show it to you guys.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Wow. Well,
that was exciting.
That's her mom. Those are the kids.
I can't believe it. I just discovered I'm married to one of these people.
there's nobody around us. Nobody's around.
Yes, there are 1, 2, 3,
No,
4,
they're
5.
far away. They're far away.
I can't believe I'm married to someone who
I gotta
openly
go 'cause
speaks
TJ's
on
recording
speakerphone.
me listening to you on the speakerphone at the airport.
Notice how her mom's just like, okay. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You mean look at it right now?
How you doing? Kids found a raccoon outside.
So the reason why the kids had to call and why this was such a big deal was because they found a dead raccoon in a tree and they had to let someone know.
Aww.
And they took a picture of it and they sent it to my wife and she's looking at it here. So I'm explaining to people what's going on.
There's a whole story about how this is happening more and more, and
No
you're a
one
part
sent
of
me the picture. Oh my gosh. Bye.
And that was all I needed to do. Just show mom the picture of the dead raccoon. I think what happened was the tree was the raccoon's house and it fell down in a storm. And I'm guessing he was probably sleeping and never woke up, which is very sad.
Well, at least he went out nicely.
Yes.
There are worse ways to go for raccoon.
There are, right. There are other animals that could eat you. My dog Luna gets the credit for finding the raccoon.
Wow, you're an out loud speakerphone talker. How do you feel?
No one was around me. You were
fine.
saying hi, dead raccoon, to nobody. There was no one nearby.
That's not true. There was an old couple there, and I was letting them know.
That's not true.
No, you were trying to make it sound like there were a lot of people near us.
There was definitely an old couple. They were looking towards you.
They didn't even understand what you were saying.
We got to go to D8.
Date.
Date.
Yeah, our gate was date, D8. It's really cool.
Cool.
It was kind of like a date, too. We were at the date, D8, and it was very, very, it made up for all the rudeness on the speakerphone. It was just great to hang
And
out
all
with
the
her.
rudeness you were showing your wife by recording her?
Yeah, no, I'm an investigative journalist.
Oh, okay.
You are too. We all are. We have to report when something's wrong, especially in our own family. And I did. By the way, I went and got a coffee, and you know they cost like $8 for a coffee at the airport?
Yes.
So I put it in my cup holder. I'm so excited. I'm like, okay, great. I have my medicine. I get a phone call, and I take it somewhere else, not on speakerphone. I come back. The lady who throws out the trash took my coffee and tossed it.
You should have taken your coffee with you somewhere else.
It was almost like a tax for recording my wife or something. I don't know how it all connected, but I was very upset about that. Let me have my coffee.
At least that lady's doing her job.
I don't know. It was a little aggressive.
Good job, lady.
There was a lot in there. This is the TJ Show.